Hey beautiful people, come batch cook with me as a mom and wife who works full time. After 3 long days of work, the last thing I want to think about when I'm coming home is what are we cooking today. So one thing I've put in place is batch cooking. Once my fridge is fully loaded, Bobby can just whip up something for us and we are good to go. And because I don't like repeating food, when I'm batch cooking, I try not to make massive portions. I just make enough to last us about 3 to 4 days. Another thing I've started doing is planning our meals at the beginning of each month. That way I can make sure we are not eating the same meals over and over again. For every day of batch cooking, I make sure to have a rice dish, a beans dish, a pasta dish, stew, soup for swallow. And I also incorporate a lot of vegetables into our food. And lastly, of course, some homemade snacks for us to munch on. So once all that is in the fridge, the only real cooking we do over the next few days is probably make some swallow or boil some rice or spaghetti. And we are all sorted. Anyways, enough of my blabbing, guys. On today's menu, we have fried rice, beans and corn pottage, ewedu, fish stew, beef sauce, creamy chicken pasta, and puff puff. I started by making my puff puff mixture and leaving it in the microwave to prove while I get on with everything else. And I transferred my beans into the pressure pot and cracked on with ewedu and fried rice. Honestly, I cook all of this in no particular order. I just follow wherever my spirit leads me. Before I knew it, the ewedu was done and the beef was perfectly cooked as well, so I added the rest of the ingredients and let everything simmer together. And then I moved on to the vegetables for the fried rice. The rice and beans finished around the same time as well, so I set them aside and carried on. Another thing you will always find me do when I'm cooking is clean as I go. Because if I leave everything until the end, my mind will literally be everywhere. So for my own sanity, I have to clean as I cook. How do you do yours when you're cooking? And I think it's safe to say I have superpowers, because the only time you catch me putting something in my mouth while cooking is to check whether it's soft enough. Apart from that, I genuinely don't taste my food while cooking. Guess what? Everything still bangs. I made the fish stew and beef sauce around the same time, and thankfully they both finished around the same time as well. Then came the chicken creamy pasta. I really didn't make too much because it was my first time making it for my family and I wasn't sure they would like it. Because food cannot go to waste, not on my own watch. But guys, the pasta didn't even make it to the next day. Father and daughter finished this whole pasta the same day, and me, who actually cooked it, I didn't even get any. But I really do not mind though, because it genuinely makes me happy when I cook for my family and they both enjoy the food. It's a question to balance by him. Once I was done with the pasta, I brought out my puff puff mix, and by now it has already overapproved. I proceeded to frying it as well and set everything aside. Once everything was done, I left the food on the counter to cook completely before transferring everything into the fridge. Yes, the fridge, not the freezer. That's just how we prefer it in this house. You rarely find any cooked food in my freezer. Anyway guys, does batch cooking actually works for you in your home as well? And that's another batch cook done. Now I can go into my 3 long days shift knowing that food is sorted and I don't have to come home wondering what we are going to eat. Thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for my next batch cooking video. Bye.